Let's watch how a modern bedroom should be styled. This bedroom is quite small. With a bed and wardrobe in place, there is nowhere to put a desk, and the cabinet door can't even be opened. There's also no space for activities. Frustrated, the naughty son stomped his feet and decided to kick everything out and start over. Firstly, he used several square steel bars to make a bed frame. Then he borrowed a bunch of expansion screws from his second aunt to fasten it firmly to the bed. He covered it with wood veneers and a breathable rib cage. The soft mattress he borrowed from his second aunt's house became the bed. Used 2 wooden boxes as steps to store his smelly socks and underwear. Make a ceiling wardrobe above to hang all his clothes. Add a side extension seat bench wall cabinet to increase storage space. It's more comfortable to sleep with a soft bag against the wall. Install a beautiful wooden molding closing table. Dig a hole in the wall and cover it with wood veneer. Place a socket switch by the bedside for convenience. It can also serve as a bedside table. Such beds are firm and won't bump into each other. He will have no problem sleeping on it until he marries a wife. Remember to install an iron guardrail to prevent him from rolling down while sleeping. The height under the bed is 1.5 meters, so there's no risk of hitting his head. Make a storage cabinet under the stairs for quilts that haven't been used in ages and large suitcases. Install a clothes rail outside to hang all the out-of-season clothes. Install gauze curtains for an environmentally friendly and beautiful look. Create a wall full of bookcases next to it. Add a low cabinet with side drawers to store all his favorite toys, and put soft cushions on top to create a leisure reading area. Extend the area by the window to make a suspended desk for storing small tools. Extend the countertop to the windowsill to make it spacious enough for school supplies, creating a functional desk. When he gets tired of reading and writing, he can change his posture and read a book. Every day, he'll open it and immerse his heart in the ocean of knowledge. Place a small blackboard next to it to memorize word formulas. The room is small and needs good ventilation, so remember to install a small ceiling fan. The key is that there's a wide activity area for the child under the bed. Learning is about being in the right physical condition. My wife accidentally gave birth to 2 girls again. This time we only had 1 kid's room left. I bought a bunk bed, but the lower bunk felt cramped and the upper wasn't safe for climbing. So, we redesigned the bedroom like this. Firstly, we welded galvanized square steel to form a large bed frame against the wall. We added an eco-friendly wood veneer and a rib rack for breathability but not moisture resistance. We then placed large mattresses on each side for our daughters and lined the wall with a circle of soft, lucky-colored cushions for comfort. We made 2 holes in the wall at the head of the bed to embed a wall poster and used wood veneer as a partition between the beds. We cut a hole and installed a folding window for better ventilation. Then, we created an arch shape on the exterior and embedded several linear lights. Below, we made 4 large drawers on wheels to store my daughter's underwear and socks, 2 drawers per side. Next to this, we placed a large L-shaped desk where both children can study, with a wall cabinet above, holding classic books and a ceiling lamp to ensure the room is well lit. The children's wardrobe is next to this setup, with space above for out-of-season quilts and below for their out-of-season clothes. This design maximizes our limited space beautifully. Finally, let's admire the overall effect. This wife accidentally gave birth to 3 sons, and they only have 1 room in the house that fits just a bed, a wardrobe, and a bedside table. With 3 energetic boys, things quickly turned chaotic as they went into demolition mode. Frustrated by the constant mess, the wife decided it was time for a change. First, the whole family worked together to push the outer wall to the middle and then built a bed frame using galvanized square steel, spaced 1 meter apart vertically. They firmly attached it to the wall with expansion screws and covered it with eco-friendly solid wood panels and a breathable ribcage. They added a custom soft mattress for a comfortable and pleasant sleep. Next, they sat against the wall, sorting through the cabinets to store seasonal clothes and set up a wardrobe above. The bedside has a soft bag for added comfort, and they clad it with wooden panels. They used a big hammer to create a middle hole for light and ventilation, installed double-glazed lift windows for sound insulation, and put up curtains to block out light. Even the big kitten can run wildly on it without causing any damage. They used a brick cleaner to partition the wall, made a hole in the inner wall, and embedded an aluminum alloy display cabinet to house the figurines of the first and second babies. Construct several wooden boards into storage cabinets to pile out-of-season bedding and sheets. Then, they built 2 wooden boxes into steps, creating no wasted space for books, and giving the second baby a separate resting area. They built several large drawers with rollers under the bed, making it very convenient to store socks and seasonal clothes. The mischievous third baby sleeps comfortably underneath, and the setup meets the children's daily needs. They installed a row of wall cabinets above where exam review materials are easily accessible. Below, there is a suspended desk where the wife can tutor the 2 two children. They used a partition wall and a solid wood door to block light. They suggested that installing a glass door, which is both transparent and opaque, would look good. They constructed the bed frame using galvanized square steel, welding shorter pieces in the middle and adding legs underneath for support. They covered it with eco-friendly wood veneer and a card frame for breathability and durability. They found a soft mattress online for the eldest son's bed, equipped with a soft package against the wall to prevent bumps. Above the bed, they installed a row of wall cabinets filled with exclusive figurines for the eldest child and added several large drawers with rollers under the bed for flexible space utilization. This bed allows the eldest to jump around freely and is built to last 100 years. On the opposite side, they designed a wardrobe with a central hanging area for clothes, making selection easy at a glance. They installed a glass sliding door for an elegant and dust-proof look and connected the wardrobe to a bookcase to use space efficiently. They placed a suspended desk by the window to enhance reading and writing by natural light and installed curtains to save more space. The bedroom is designed in such a way that all three children have their own independent spaces, ensuring that studying and resting do not interfere with each other. How to design a small bedroom for 4 kids correctly. Liam's mom works hard every day to take care of her 2 precious granddaughters, but Liam doesn't. Let's design a small bedroom for 10 kids. Little John has been selling steamed buns for 10 years, easily married a beautiful wife, and she gave birth to 8 boys in a row. Little John, who really wanted a daughter, fainted on the spot out of frustration. Luckily, while his sons were out playing, they found and brought home 2 daughters. But when Little John looked around, he realized his house had shrunk to just 1 room, that less than 10 square meters. With limited space, he could only gather a few bricks from a construction site to make do. Every day, he would lie on his bed and cry. Eventually, he couldn't take it anymore, so he called all 10 of his children to move out and start over with a new setup. First, Little John welded 2 bed frames using galvanized square steel. He borrowed a few screws from his sister-in-law and fastened the frame firmly to the wall. Then, he covered it with environmentally friendly wood veneer, making it look beautiful and neat. He placed 10 soft mattresses to make beds for his kids. At the end of each bed, he made drawers to store their underwear and smelly socks. Beside the bed, he built a large wardrobe with a hanging area for their clothes and a small grid below. He installed a socket so they can charge their phones. Then, he added a circle of soft bags in lucky colors around the beds, making the room smell nice and cozy. He also made an activity desk for each child, providing a convenient space for studying and reading. These desks can be easily put away when not in use. Next, he installed gauze curtains to ensure proper lighting for his sons, while also protecting his daughter's privacy. Finally, he stepped back to look at the overall effect, and was pleased with the result. Design a bedroom for 12 kids? The superwife unexpectedly had 12 babies. Her generous husband decided to remodel the last remaining room in the house like this. Firstly, he built a circular structure using several square tubes and welded some shorter ones in the middle to arrange 12 beds. He bought expansion screws with his pocket money to secure the beds firmly. He also got some eco-friendly solid wood panels to cover the beds with a special breathable structure that's comfy and doesn't trap heat. He brought home 12 mattresses from his aunt's place for the beds. Then, he constructed a low brick cabinet with a flip panel on top for extra storage space. He installed switches and sockets near the beds so the kids can easily turn off the lights without having to go downstairs. And it's also handy for reading before sleep. The cabinet has space above for storing clothes they wear, often making them easy to grab. Each child got their own cabinet to store their belongings before bed. Beds against the wall have soft covers for extra comfort, and the best part is the protective fence around the beds. Next, he used several wooden boxes to create steps, incorporating hidden light strips inside for ambiance and storage for books, ensuring no waste. He crafted a special wardrobe for the girl to hang and store her beautiful long skirts without them getting wrinkled. The wardrobe doors can be closed, and the children take turns keeping watch, allowing everyone to move around freely without bumping into one another. This setup ensures a peaceful sleeping environment for the kids. The well-mannered girl gets the top bunk, while the mischievous boy sleeps below. Each child has their own separate sitting area. He designated the 2 drawers by the window specifically for the girls, with the middle drawer for seasonal clothes and the outer drawers for storing essentials like underwear and socks, making everything easy to find without clutter. A movable roller clothes hanger is placed centrally for the daughter's frequently worn clothes, making it easy to take and change outfits. This setup optimizes space usage effectively. For the boys, the 2 roller drawers next to the door are used to store their seasonal clothes and underwear, with a middle roller for the clothes they wear often, ensuring easy access and organization for everyone. He placed square pipes against the wall, supported by several pillars, and covered them with environmentally friendly materials. The bottom section was turned into drawers for the children's study tables. Wooden boxes attached to the wall serve as seats, filled with seldom used books. With soft cushions on top, these boxes double as a sofa. He added small bookcases along the wall for all the college entrance exam prep materials, protected behind glass cabinet doors, both attractive and functional. He also borrowed 2 large desks from his second auntie to furnish the space, dedicating it as a learning area for all the children, complete with school supplies. This setup not only organizes the space efficiently, but also creates a conducive learning environment. Let's design a bedroom for 100 kids. My wife really enjoyed having kids. Before we knew it, we had 100 children. I worked tirelessly day and night to save money for raising them and to redesign the bedroom for them. First, we built the main frame using galvanized square steel and reused the walls to divide the mezzanine into 100 independent beds. I drove a semi-trailer to my aunt's house to borrow 100 mattresses, added soft cushions against the walls for comfortable sleep, and installed iron guardrails to prevent the kids from falling at night. I went back to my aunt's house to get leftover renovation scraps for decorative walls and wrote each kid's name on their door so we wouldn't forget anyone. We installed several powerful fresh air fans to improve air circulation and added railings and stairs for easy access. We replaced the traditional door with a large iron gate for easy entry and exit, put a karaoke room next door to foster the children's artistic talents, and set up a small snack shop on the left. I borrowed bookshelves from my second aunt, placed them along the walls, and added desks and chairs to create a study area. We set up a statue of Confucius at a critical gas station where the kids pray every night and do morning radio gymnastics together. This design, with separate sitting and public study areas, is perfect for a large, happy family. My wife accidentally gave birth to 800 kids. Our house is too small for all of them, so I could only lie on the floor and cry. But my smart wife called David Copperfield for help. With just a wave of his hand, the children shrank instantly to fit the house. Then, he summoned his homing pigeon that had been with his family for 500 years. It delivered miniature galvanized square steel. He used some for the main body welded frame and hundreds of square steel pieces to make brackets. He then poured cement mortar into powder bottles, making it durable for 100 million years. He installed 4 mini central air conditioners on the roof, even though the cooling effect is low. Remember, the longer the air outlet is, the more beautiful it will be. Adding a circle of light strips increases the atmosphere. There are 800 beds separated by wooden boards all around. He went to the second-hand market to build millions of factories, ensuring full hydration for the 800 children. It smells good when they sleep. Don't waste the space under the bed. Install drawers with pulleys. Next, sit in the middle and reach the top of the round bookcase, which is enough to display the books that 800 children love to read. The bookshelf links to a floor bridge corridor with a fixed illuminated glass railing, making it safe and good-looking. The open round bookshelf glass door serves as the elevator that kids use to go upstairs quickly. There's no need to climb stairs, making it easier to get books and cultivate the children's interest in reading. This is how the bedroom for 800 kids was made, responsive to multi-sound ultrasound for a perfect life. This is how to design a room for 1,000 kids. My wife accidentally had 1,000 kids, but we only have one room in the house. So I borrowed Thor's hammer, smashed through the floor, expanded the space, and rebuilt it from scratch. First, clear out the garbage recycling station and gather some scrap steel. Use the scrap to reinforce the I-beam in the middle by welding discarded square steel across it, making it stronger. Pour cement mortar to secure it firmly in place. Then, source environmentally friendly solid wood boards, arranging them in a Tian character grid pattern horizontally and vertically, ensuring durability for at least 100 years. Next, enlist the help of neighbors to bring in 1,000 sets of mattresses, so each child can have their own separate bed. Make sure the mattresses are soft and fragrant for a cozy sleep. Don't forget to install a climbing ladder next to each bed to make it easier for the children to get in and out. Divide the living room into 2 sides with an atrium in the middle. This layout makes it easier for children to move up and down the stairs. Place various fitness equipment by the windows to encourage the children to stay active and develop strong bodies from a young age. Additionally, set up a few snack racks on the upper floor, filled with snacks that kids will enjoy, promoting a healthy snacking habit. Create customized bookshelves with cushions on both sides of the aisles to make a cozy reading area for the children. Place a large saint statue in the middle for daily worship, inspiring dreams of attending prestigious schools like Harvard and Hogwarts. Instead of traditional swing doors that can be hazardous for children, expand the door opening and install heavy induction lift doors. This ensures smooth entry and exit for all children without congestion. Install air partition walls on both sides of the door to address children's daily needs like bathing and using the toilet. Attach blackboard walls to encourage children to unleash their drawing talents. Ensure there's also a dedicated study area for the children, making it easier for all 1,000 of them to study together. Finally, let's take a look at the overall effect of the bedroom. Let's design a bedroom for 100,000 kids. My wife really enjoyed having kids, and before we knew it, we had 100,000 of them. Now I need to break up our house's floor to make more room. Then, I used galvanized steel for the main frame and cement mortar for stability, covered with wood veneers. We had a grid of 100,000 beds, each with a soft mattress and a ladder. Living rooms were on both sides of the atrium for easy stair access. Fitness equipment was by the windows to help the children develop healthy bodies from a young age. And the upper floor had snack racks filled with kids' favorite treats. I customized bookshelves with cushions along the aisles and placed a large saint statue in the middle for daily worship. Ensure every kid's is going on top universities. And traditional doors were replaced with heavy induction lift doors to prevent congestion with 100,000 children coming and going. Air partition walls by the doors addressed bathing and toilet needs. Blackboard walls on either side encouraged drawing. And of course, there should be a study area to facilitate group learning. Now, let's take a look at the overall effect of the bedroom. This couple really wanted kids, but whoops, ended up having a whopping 100 million of them. Even if their whole fam moved to the roof, there wouldn't be enough space. So Liam whipped out an old hen that lays golden eggs and used them to buy an apartment on the top floor. Then he decided to set up things like this. He extended the welded frame to the other side with galvanized square steels. Liam borrowed a bunch of screws from his auntie to firmly fix it to the wall, then covered it all with eco-friendly wood veneers. Next up, he headed to the scrap station and bought 100 million mattresses to make beds for the kids. He then installed 100 million air conditioners and added in 100 million movable tables to use as study space and dinning time. He even threw in a projection above for movie nights. And for some extra safety, he covered the roof and added a climbing ladder for easy access. To keep the kids safe and add a touch of beauty, he installed glass luminous railings. And for some real adventure, he popped in a helicopter lifting platform in the middle. This way, he could whisk the kids away on global trips and let them gain some worldly experience. Plus, it doubles as a spot for the kids to get some exercise. Let's design a bedroom for 1 billion kids. My wife, who loves to have children, had more and more of them. 1 billion children were born accidentally, and the room is so full that they can't even fit in. So I used the long-lost martial arts secret, Buddha Palm, to directly penetrate the entire floor, expanding the space and reinstalling everything. Dig a round hole on each floor of the exterior wall and install extra-large exhaust fans to let the air circulate throughout the building, keeping it fresh. Then, I went to the scrap station and dug out a pile of galvanized square steel, wrapped it with eco-friendly wood veneers for 100 years of durability. Next, go to the second-hand market and buy some soft mattresses to make comfortable beds for the children. Each of the 1 billion children has their own separate bed, ensuring they don't make any noise and sleep well at night. Don't waste the space under the bed. Install long drawers large enough for children's clothes and socks. Install a ladder next to each bed, making it easier for the child to climb up. Remember that the floor slab was just welded and covered, making it beautiful, strong, and more durable. Install shopping mall living rooms between floors. Big investments bring high returns. For 1 billion kids, going up and down stairs is now easier and more convenient. Do not install traditional swing doors, as they can be easily broken by naughty children. Instead, install a heavy titanium alloy door that can withstand even Thor's sledgehammer. Then, install a face recognition system at the door to ensure only the right children enter and exit, preventing kids from other families from mixing in. Place several snack racks on the right side, filled with snacks that kids love, to encourage the habit of eating snacks every day. Arrange food stalls on the left with delicious snacks to fully satisfy every child's taste. Place bookshelves with cushions on both sides of the aisles so children can absorb knowledge and become useful members of society. Place desks and chairs by the window to create a study area for the children, as eradicating illiteracy is everyone's responsibility. Place a large saint statue in the middle for children to worship every day, making Harvard University not just a dream. This is how I set up my home to easily accommodate 1 billion children. Multiple children bring multiple treasures, leading to happiness with fewer worries.